What's up, guys? Welcome back to the ranch. Alright, ranchers, it's Memorial Day weekend. It's wet, it's gross. I guess it happens. But today, we're gonna head to a fish farm and get some fish for my pond. So every couple of years, I have to go get fish from a fish farm and stock my pond. This is because not that the habitat is wrong in my pond, it's just that my pond is a little shallow and the blue herrings, bald eagles, hawks, fishers, all hammer the fish out of my pond. So every 2 years, I have to go get a few more fish and stock the pond. And today is one of those adventures. I've been to a couple of different fish farms here in New York. I went to the Trout One in Beaverkill. I went to the Hicklings Fish Farm up in Endicott. And today we're headed to Fish Haven in Candor, New York. What makes today's adventure slightly different than the other ones I've been on for the fish farm is I'm getting some grass carp. I've been in the ranch for more than 5 years, and the pond I had dug and put in started to overgrow with weeds and growth as that happens. So as opposed to putting chemicals in and getting in there with waders and steel raking a lot of the weeds out, I looked into alternatives, and one of those alternatives is getting a grass carp. In New York State, though, you have to apply for a permit. I got the permit, so I get to get a couple of grass carp from my pond for some weed control, and that's what we're doing today at Fish Haven, getting some grass carp. Very excited. Stay tuned. All right, we're in the car. Let's go. The facility was really easy to get to, just about over an hour ride from me, and it was right off the main highway, Route 17 in New York. My first impression upon arriving was that the place looked great. Fully organized, clean, knew exactly what I had to do without anyone even telling me what to do. I even took my little girl Sunday with me for the ride. Once inside, I was even more blown away with how great this place looked. Organization, the layout, like everything I saw that was happening was really cool. I was given a representative who took my order and started collecting it for me. The place was really cool. I definitely will be going back to this fish farm in the future for my stocking needs. They really had plenty of fish to choose from, including my grass carp, which is what brought me to this fish farm. The service I had was excellent. My permits were checked, fish were gotten for me, and in fact, I think I was slowing them down because I was enjoying myself and looking around so much. I could have stayed there definitely a little longer than I did. But it was time to head back to my pond and get the fish in as fast as possible. Here's a quick look at the pricing board they had up. So this is how the fish come. They put them in your coolers, in plastic bags, just like you'd get them at a fair. They fill the bags up with oxygen, and you're on your way. So it was time to get them out of the coolers and down to the pond. I used my ATV and a wagon. And in case you were wondering, yep, it's still raining. New York has been a wonderful place this spring and summer for doing weekend work. Down at the pond, it's just like as you would if you brought fish home from an aquarium. You get the fish in the bags and you let them sit in the water for 10 minutes to acclimate to the temperature so they're not shocked when you pour them out of the bags into your pond. Wanted to touch base again on the grass carp and why I needed them. They are effective at vegetation control, excellent for managing invasive species. They reduce the need for chemical herbicides. They're environmentally safe. So they're sterile, they don't reproduce. They target nuisance vegetation without overgrazing. Number 3, they're cost effective for long term. They can provide a multi-year solution, and you just put them in the pond and you're ready to go. They improve the water quality by reducing dense vegetation that could lead to oxygen depletion. They enhance water circulation and light penetration by getting rid of some of those weeds.
which helps prevent muck buildup and algae blooms. Better fish habitat. It'll open up some waterways for your predatory fish like the bass and the carpy, which I don't have carpy, but I have bass. It improves movement and feeding opportunities for a lot of fish. And they're pretty low maintenance for the last perk here. They require little upkeep after initial stocking with no need for reapplication like chemicals. These are the rainbow and golden trout I got for the pond. I like trout. They're very active. They move around. They feed well. Quite an enjoyable fish for my pond. Some of the other fish, like largemouth bass and catfish, head to the bottom and you don't see them much. And just like that, there they go to their new home. I thoroughly enjoy sitting down by the pond in my swing watching the fish swim around. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little adventure to the fish farm this year for 2025.